Hey, what's up YouTube? Yang here, giving you a review about the Destiny beta for the Xbox One. This is just a personal opinion about my thoughts about the game when I played the beta. First, I'll start with the good, and then I'll start with the bad. All things first, I like this game. It's much different than any other first-person shooter game I played. It's more of a mix match between multiple games, like sure, I guess it was made from Bungie and Activision, if I'm correct. The guns are nice to use, and it's pretty cool to pick up loot and stuff from enemies you kill. Who knows, you can even pick up your own unique loot whenever you kill an enemy, even though there's other players in your fire team. It's pretty cool to just explore the old Russia area in the beta, and the world was more open than I actually expected. And engaging in fights in the open areas is actually optional too. It's pretty cool to have some random players drop in and drop out whenever. Sometimes in the beta I was about to get killed, and then somebody just pops up and saves my butt. The combat of the system is pretty okay, and the AI is decent as well. Sometimes they are more aggressive when you are weak, which is perfect. I kinda love it when you're injured and all of a sudden all the enemies start charging you. It's like they know it's their opportunity to take you down. Boss fights are great. Not because they're too hard or anything, but it takes a while to kill the bosses in the beta. That's the good thing because I don't want to ram the bosses in like 10 seconds. I want a nice long battle. There are some good parts in the beta, like when the Fallen and the Hive are actually engaging each other, which is pretty cool. When going to the tower, it's pretty nice to interact with other players by dancing, pointing, waving high, and sitting in an unusual spot which would get other players' attention. Also, there's a soccer ball or football which spawns behind the closest shop which you can kick around, which is pretty funny to see your character and other people try to kick the ball as well. I look forward to the full game when it comes out this September 9th. There were so many places I can't wait to look forward to explore. In the tower, there are zones that we cannot explore yet, but I'm pretty sure in the full game there will be nice spots and stuff to go and explore in. So now with the bad. I tend to notice the gun's recoil seems a bit clunky. Like when you shoot, the recoil is kind of ridiculous. With the guns you can shoot rapidly, but the recoil just goes everywhere. Like I understand, but with the pulse rifles, the gun just like recoils to upper right or upper left. I also noticed when I shoot around, it kind of has like a titanfall to it. It's like gun the opponent until they drop. Plus, you can empty your clips pretty much faster than Call of Duty. As you saw in the beginning of the video, sorry, there were immune enemies. Maybe it's because they were a higher level than I am, but why give them a question mark on the level when they can kill you and you can see their level? It was kind of pointless, right? The narrator of the ghost is kind of plain. Like his voice is so monotone, kind of like mine, but it's so boring to listen to him. Like whenever he tries to put emotion or effort into his voice, it sounds kind of like stupid and annoying to me, like Navi. In the tower, I kind of find it dull to only have 4 things to use to interact with other players in the beta. I hope in the full game you can actually customize it somehow, like you know how Dark Souls could edit their gestures, or like how Lost Planet could edit their gestures. Like if you can, like I want to add some variety in my guy, you know. I want different dances, different greeting in the full game. Like it gets pretty dull if there's only 4 things. Like for the girl dances, I want to be able to edit it to the point where she could like freak or twerk or do something, or even hip hop or breakdance, or the guy to do more funny dances or disses. Like I want to have my character like point at another player and give them a thumbs down or across the neck, kind of like the Dark Souls 2 using the gesture decapitate. Like I want them to know you're going down, you know. I want to intimidate people. I know it's just a beta, but you know it's still kind of close, and I still kind of like the full game's kind of close, but I still kind of want them to include that in. I also noticed most of the guns are pretty much the same. Like sure, a different name, but same damage. No dot sight or anything unless it's an encrypted gun, which you can upgrade it when you use it for a while. Also found that guns are fairly unbalanced. Like, come on, you have a choice between an automatic gun that hits 23 points of damage and a semi-auto gun that hits the same amount of points. Of course, you'll pick the automatic gun because it hits the same amount of damage but at a faster rate. Like, 2 of the guns are the same level, but they have the same damage input then. People will pretty much use the automatic, right? You can clearly see how unbalanced guns are when you play the multiplayer, and I know I'm good at PvP in first-person shooter games. So all I'm asking is that you make semi-auto rifle guns and pulse rifles a tiny bit stronger than their same level automatic rifles. In multiplayer, the vehicle is a bit overpowered. Like, come on Bungie, you made Halo where you can hijack a vehicle or even destroy it. But in Destiny, you can't board vehicles. All you can do is just shoot the vehicle until it explodes. The announcer of the game sounds plain too. Like he sounds so emotionless. I do like his accent though, but he sounds like he doesn't even put effort at sounding like a commander or anything. Like when you're losing or winning, I want some emotion in the announcer's voice, like "We are losing, step it up," or "Keep it up, we're ahead." But in the beta, he just sounds so tired when he talks. Like, "We're not battling, it's a massacre." Like, come on, that sounds so dull. In the open world, they said it's kind of pointless to have an open world when there's really nothing out there. Like, there's like 5 hidden chests only, but I noticed they're in the same spots when I played the beta again with the female hunter, and that's pretty much it. Throughout the level, enemies spawn in the same spots, and you tend to go back to the same zone like 3 freaking times. Yeah, I'm talking about the time when you go get your ship, and then you have to go over there again to get a warp drive, in the same freaking spot, you know. And I noticed you pass these same areas when you go explore to go to a different mission. And when I played, I really honestly didn't feel like an open world. It still felt pretty linear for me. There is no variety of doing a mission, like you just go in gun blazing. That's just not how you do stuff, you know. It's not that fun. Like, come on, I want like some kind of assassination, right? I want weapons that can be suppressed. Like, really, I want to be able to approach a mission stealthily too. Finally, one thing that must be included in the full game of Destiny is full, and I mean full, control of making your own unique character. Like, when I make a character, I want new hairstyles. I want to customize his or her eyebrows, more detailed face features. I want to be able to make my character short, or tall, or skinny, or fat, or toned, or even have a beer belly. Like, sure, they're guardians, but seriously, they all look like the same because they all have the same body features. Like, I want my girl to have like a bust or an ass or none at all. Or a guy to be buff or scrawny, or hell, a man with breasts and an ass. There is no good weapon customization in the beta at all, sorry. Like, seriously, I can't even buy like a red dot sight or even scope a gun or find a scope for a gun until like I upgrade it with an encrypted thing. I don't know, it's weird. But when you think about it, there's really no point of keeping your guns, because whenever you find a new gun, you just throw it away, and you throw away your old guns, you just use that new gun. They should add some shops where you can actually buy some red dot sights for your gun. And plus camo. I like some camo on my guns too. The most important is armor customization. Like, I would love to dye my armor black or white or even red. Hell, even pink and rainbow. Like, seriously, I don't want my armor to have like only one color. You said each guardian would be uniquely different, right? Well, you're wrong, because everybody will have the most updated armor they can get, which makes them all look pretty much the same. I honestly want to dye my armor to some unique color so my character stands out from the rest. I love Destiny, but I honestly don't think it's at its full potential, like how the maker said. Man, games these days are at all-time low because they're all becoming open world, but like, what's the point of open world when there's really nothing to find or look for? Sure, in the beta of Destiny 5 chests, but that's pretty much it. I want to find some backstory before the fall of Earth, you know. Maybe find some old audio logs, or find some things that tell the story before the fall, or changes the Traveler brought. But hopefully they do all these things in the whole game. Sorry about my review, it's more like a rant, but I hope you enjoyed the vid. Enjoy the rest. Thank you.
It's a massacre.